Okay, maybe because Choma is like, yes, no, Choma, you go upstairs now. Thank you. This one showing well.
Yeah, that's the YouTube. That's you showing.
That's fine.
Are you online? Why?
When?
I'm not already. I'll jump in my room. Because it's like when I was 8 or 9.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So could you kindly, yeah, how about distraction, how to mute sound and all those things? Can you be on the background to look into that
Alright.
with your other phone? So start the live, let's start. We are the champion.
Not going to come back.
So please, if you are just joining us, you have to mute your mic. Try to mute your mic to make it easy and smooth for us. We haven't got much time, so try to mute your mic so that we can start as soon as possible. Apologies, I think we're about a few minutes behind schedule, but I do believe that this is going to be very, very helpful to a lot of you, and you might have been anticipating it. I myself, I was anticipating, so I believe you were also anticipating. We are streaming on YouTube and also on Zoom. If your colleague are unable to join us on Zoom because let's say the Zoom is filled up, although we are using the company Zoom, yet Zoom has a limit to the number of persons that can join in. It might be 100 or 300. I'm not super sure now. So if you are unable to stream with us on Zoom, kindly join through YouTube live stream. Inyoma, please mute your mic. I will be seeing your name according to if your mic is not muted. So Nurse Inyoma, please kindly mute your mic so that the session will be properly coordinated. All right, good day everybody. My name is Osce. He is CEO Emgs, a representative of the Emgs brand, a company that is geared towards making positive impact in people's life, not just nurses alone, but as far as professionals are concerned. We aim to put relocation in your pocket and also help you in achieving your dream or your desired goal and objective. For us as a company, we do believe that every family deserves a representative abroad, and it's our sincere prayer that you will be that representative. We do believe that if you are a representative of your family, at least your family will have a voice in diaspora, and you can then choose to say you want to bring your family along or you want to just remain there, flex the flex, and then keep your family back home. If you don't like being abroad after you have been be able to successfully transition, it's also allowed. You can go back home. So have a taste of the two, then you cannot be able to make decision. It's better for you to have a feel of certain things. Experience, they say, is a better teacher. So it's better for you to have a feel of certain things than for someone to be telling you that, oh, I brought this, I brought this, that. If you go to Manchester, it's so sweet and it's so this or so that. You had the opportunity to experience it. Why don't you have a first-hand experience yourself? And with that being said, I believe that somehow you find your way through this space, and it's going to be very, very helpful to you. Inyoma, please, no, Inyoma, please mute your mic. I'm calling your name, and it's going to be called on YouTube. So do yourself a favor and mute your mic. So exit. So go and join through YouTube. If you don't know how to mute the mic, you will see the mic at the bottom. You will see the symbol that looks like microphone. So just click on it. Suddenly it will mute. Or you will have to be in a place where there will be no noise at all in the background because your baby is making sound. You know, baby are wonderful gifts. So we don't want to accuse babies. You that will be accused, you know. Okay. So that's that on that. So we want to be a part of your journey from start to the very finished. Why are we having this session? So we're having this session because there has been a series of trends relating to getting jobs. People are saying, Oh, I've done self-sponsorship now. It's time to get the job. Job is not forthcoming. But people do self-sponsorship with TMGS and they are getting job. They are following the transition. Is all street story. But there are other person that comes along and they will just do the self sponsorship. They will not follow advice. They will not seek for any other thing. They will just think it's just to do self sponsorship. That's all. So that is only but a phase. At TMGS, we do believe that not until you get a job, we have not yet complete our task. But we have a very large community with over 500 WhatsApp groups and high volume of followers on Telegrams and across other social media platforms. It is necessary for us to be holding sessions like this to be able to enlighten people, whether they are from our community or they are not from our community. And if you happen to get to meet this session, just DM the person that you got the link from to send you the WhatsApp link, and then you will be able to join our WhatsApp platform where you will be getting information and updates relating to how to move forward with your whole journey. Your success is our priority, and I will believe that we can achieve it together. Now, back to the subject. So, why are we holding this session? We are holding this session because of those challenges I have highlighted so far. There have been issues with unfortunate messages. People will apply after 10. Unfortunate. Only few persons are getting interview, and even those that get interview, they prepare only slightly, and eventually there is no success. So those can be avoided. That's why we come today to mitigate all those challenges. And I believe you will be ready for us because we'll try our best to be as practical as possible. I'm just sitting right at our physical assessment center for OSCE in the UK. This is not the Nigeria center. Hopefully, sometimes within the week or so, we'll also be spacing from our Nigeria center. If you started the session with us, you'll hear some of our students' voices. So they are also actively following this program because I told them it is a necessity for you to be a part of this session because it's going to be very, very helpful. So I appeal to you, don't be selfish. Please, this is a session that will help your colleague. If you know your colleague that have done self-sponsorship, instead of coming to my DM and say, oh, my friend did self-sponsorship, he hasn't gotten a job, share that link now to him or her. This is a life-changing opportunity to be able to get insights, to be able to get information that can make a positive difference in your journey. So please, it's an appeal, share to them. And if you want to make it even more, you can tag the post and say, this is going live. Please, kindly join. This is going live. Kindly join. So sometimes you need certain knowledge to catapult you to the next level. You need certain knowledge to catapult you to the next level. The difference between you and the next person is just the quality of information you have, because the two twins are born at the same time, and one happens to be successful and the other one is not. The quality of that success will not be far-fetched from the product of the environment. And what makes environment to be environment is the surrounding, what you surround yourself with. What you surround yourself with can either be physical or it can be intellectual. Now we are dealing with the intellectual property now, the thing that you cannot see or hold, but they indirectly impact you. So whether you accumulate these things through the internet, through the online or even offline, they do go a long way to impact you. So today's session will go a long way to impact you. So sit tight, tighten your seatbelts, invite your colleague to the session, and let's get started. So with that being said, I have a little notebook prepared. It's not a slide, so you are not going to be seeing any slide. You are just going to be stuck with my handsome looking, beautiful, wonderful face. Yes, I have to praise myself because if I don't, you guys will not praise me. So that's basically it. Now, leaving that aside, first and foremost, I have come to realize that many of us, when we are job hunting, this is not just for those of you that are doing OSCE alone. For those of you that are still wondering, does NHSC sponsor even without PIN? Yes, they do. NHS sponsor without PIN, but it's very, very, very rare now. Why? Because if two person comes to apply for a job and one has PIN and the other one don't, who will you choose? Naturally, you will gravitate towards choosing the one that has PIN. So you see the advantage of having the PIN. So we did not just wake up and go and set up physical assessment center in Nigeria because we have the money to spend. It's because we want to increase the chances for as many Africans as possible who want to take advantage of this opportunity. So to God be the glory. The impact has been wonderful, has been mind-blowing, almost on a weekly basis. You can see it now. It's not monthly basis. On a weekly basis, we are constantly producing results, and these results are also transitioning to getting the jobs. So, which is a good thing. We don't know how long this will last, but we also believe that it's not going to stop anytime soon. There are many persons may be thinking that, oh, as it stands now, people are not getting job, but there is something that you need to know. You have to watch the signs. Watch the signs. Now, take note. As we speak now, Australia just opened 6 pathway for UK nurses to come to Australia. So the move is already ongoing. A lot of people are moving to Australia, and once some persons get to Australia, some persons become content creator, enlightening others on how to transition to Australia. Australia houses are usually very big. When they see those houses, they get attracted. So before you know it, a lot of nurses will move to Australia, and mainly international nurses. And UK nurses also love Australia. So it's going to be massive outflow from UK to Australia. Now, the next thing will be the US. Obviously, you must have heard of the retrogression pathway with the US, US having retrogression. I know a lot of persons that have smashed their ankles 3 years ago, and they are still on their retrogression pathway. Now, if you want to fast track your process to the US, you may have to consider going through MSc. And the MSc route is extremely expensive. If you think UK schools are expensive, try US. You will know what I'm talking about. So even if you say you want to go through US pathway now, you will spend nothing less than 3 years or above, unless the retrogression now decide to move very quickly. Now, the beautiful thing about this whole retrogression thing is majority of the nurses in the UK, they are also USRN. So once the retrogression does move a little bit faster, you will see a lot of nurses that will be leaving the UK to the US. That will also leave vacuum. So what we usually say is, if those vacuums now comes on board, ask yourself who will be chosen. Is it that day or that time you will start your self-sponsorship journey, or you will prepare yourself for opportunity? Remember, every session we always hold, I will always tell you that opportunity is a product of readiness, or luck is a product of opportunity and readiness. Because at some point in your life, opportunity will always come. If opportunity come and you are ready for it, you will grab it. However, if opportunity comes and you are not ready for it, you will just look at it and it will go by. Imagine now that there's a new pathway they will release and say, okay, every nurses that have their PIN, you can apply for so and so, and you get the job quickly. And then you will now start your application, you will now start your journey for getting your PIN that time. What faith do you have? By the time you are ready, the door will have been closing. So when we started the self-sponsorship journey, God willing, I was very, very marveled. Recently, I got a testimony from one of our first few students that told us that she has successfully transitioned now to a band 6. She started from band 5. So it shows you how long we have come. Not linear, please mute your mic. So it shows you how long we have come as a brand in terms of making positive impact. So let's go straight to the topic, how to get that job with ease. Yes, I know you will say that. So non-linear, mute your mic or exit the YouTube, the Zoom, and join through the YouTube live. Non-linear, I'm calling you, everybody will be hearing your name. Non-linear. So that's basically it on that. Now let's progress to the key subject, how to get that job with ease. Now I've highlighted some few points that I need us to follow. Grab your writing material, grab your phones, and it will really go a long way to help you. Number one, if you come for self-sponsorship, for those of you that are coming for self-sponsorship, don't be in a hurry to leave the UK. Don't be in a hurry to leave the UK. Yes, I know one of the challenges many of you do have is job. You say that your jobs, you cannot do without your job. By the time you leave your job for so long period of time, they will be suspecting you. And many of you are also the cause of this problem. You will leave for self-sponsorship, you will not tell anybody. No matter how good or bad you are, you should always have somebody to confide on. So in that your workplace, everything is systematic. This is going to work for those of you who are literally new to this journey, not those who have started or who have already done it. So what you should do is, by the time you realize that you are going to be going for self-sponsorship in the next 6 months, so you see your work manager, they hold the key to all these things. So start being nice to them. Start being nice to them. What do I mean by being nice to them? Start buying them gifts. Yes, you'll be saying, nah, that my work manager, which is a witch. You said you're not a witch. Don't go that way. Start buying them gifts. Start being overly nice. So that by the time you break the news, it will be it will be too good for them to refuse the offer. So, and when you want to bring such news, you confide on them. I've been on this journey. I've been trying to study. I wanted to go and take an exam in the UK. Or if you don't want to go and take an exam in the UK, your family member invited you to UK to spend few weeks or few months, but you cannot really say how long the journey will take, but obviously you are going to be coming back, so you want to appeal during this period that it should cover for you. That's how to present matters. It's not that you just wake up and say matron abi DNS or ADNS, I am ready, I want to go to UK tomorrow, I want you to cover for me. When that one did not agree, you see that one as your enemy. It's not your enemy. You didn't put your strategy very well. So please arrange everything properly so that it can suit you. Now, remember, all these things is just towards staying in the UK as long as possible, because the longer you stay, the better your chances. The longer you stay, the better your chances. I will be expatiating more on those as time progresses, why you need to stay longer and not just be in a hurry to come and then go. If you have spent a lot on this journey, I believe that you can also give it all the best shot in terms of putting in all the effort to be able to ensure that everything go right. You don't want to start this whole journey and eventually you go back to Nigeria, Kenya, yeah, Ghana, and just go and relax. No, you have to do it the right way. So one of the right way will be for you to stay as long as you can. Yes, you might be wondering now that, oh, but when you were applying, you told them that you are going to stay for 2 weeks. Yeah, that's what you said, for you to come and write the exam. Now, one thing you must know is, as far as a visa application is concerned, you are coming as a visitor, and as a visitor, you are eligible to stay for as long as 6 months. Mind you, you are not dependent on anybody in the UK. You have all your resources that you are going to be using for your whole journey. So you literally have nothing to bother about. And if for any reason, maybe you come through, you are coming to Emgs Physical Center in the UK, we have accommodation awaiting you. So even the center in Nigeria, accommodation is always there for you, but Nigeria will not accommodate you post your exam. So if you are coming to the UK, let's say you don't have any other place to stay, then you are now looking for accommodation where to stay, you can always reach out to ENGS customer care, and then you can be able to secure your accommodation with the company. Now, the reason why we want you to stay longer in the UK are, number one, the longer you stay in the UK, the better your chances. Number two, once you are in the UK, you want your address to reflect the UK. So you see all those applications you have been making, submitting, go to track and revamp. To revamp, you can get in touch with TMGS CV department. They will revamp your CV, and not just your CV alone, you revamp your address. So every of your CV that is bearing the old address, you will let it reflect the new place where you are now, which is now the UK. So when you are applying for a job, it now makes you more or less equivalent to those people already resident in the UK. So you see the magic. So instead of you apply now and they see your details and they are seeing you are from Ghana, you are from Nigeria, you are internationally trained, this and that. They can easily now reflect and show all your details as if you are already in the system. Now, if you want to know whether this work or not, ask yourself, how are your co-colleagues, your already existing nurses in the UK system, how are they able to secure job when they want to transition? Do you know that the difference between you that have a pin and you and your colleague that are already in the UK system, the only difference between both of you is actually the UK experience, nothing more. So without that experience, both of you are literally the same as long as you are now in the UK. But when you are still back home, that you cannot be able to leverage on. Now, secondly, is most of the trust nowadays, they want to see who they are interviewing. They want to be really sure that these people are really who they say they are. So they want to hold a physical interview. Now, those days, because of the urgency, they were looking for a huge number of persons at a go. As a result, they will say, oh, okay, we want to do Zoom interview. Imagine you want to do a physical interview for people like 50 candidates, 70 candidates. It will be very stressful, cloudy. You will be thinking of how you will sustain them and so on and so forth. But nowadays, as a result of reduction, and Wally Monica, so please mute your mic. And Wooly Monica, mute your mic. So because of the fact that most of these trusts, they are aware that, oh God, and Wally Monica and Wooly Monica, mute your mic, or leave the Zoom. So leaving that aside now, so you will now come to realize that because of the fewer number of people to be recruited, most of these recruiters will want a live session. They want to have you live at their center. Now, how can they have you live on their center if you in the first place is not even in the UK in the first place? So if you have a live interview and you are not in the UK, the question will now be, how will you be present live at that center? So that is another reason why it is very, very crucial that you try your best to remain in the UK for as long as you can stay. So when they invite you for interview, you'll be able to show up present. Now, there's one mistake many of you do make. You think that when you just get your PIN, then you will just get a job. No, it doesn't work like that. Now, every vacancy you apply for, they have a span of period that they are supposed to be calling for interview. Now, for Emgs as a company, when we release vacancy, we allow everybody to apply. Everybody is applying. Now, once everybody has successfully applied, the HR team will now sort the application based on the quality of their CV. Now, afterwards, they can now schedule for interview. That's how we operate as a company. And that is a system most NHS organization and non-NHS organization operate with. So when you are applying, you might think now that, oh, because you come for self-sponsorship today, you just apply, then you get opportunity message. You might get opportunity message. It's not because of that one you just apply for, you are getting opportunity message for. The ones you are getting opportunity messages for, they are the old applications submitted in the past. So if you are too in a hurry and you go back to your original country and this stay long enough, 2 months afterwards, that is when the application you have applied for, when you came for self-sponsorship, will start producing results. 3 months, they will start producing results. 4 months, you start producing results. That's when you will see that most people that come for self-sponsorship, toward the highlight of their stay, let's say in their 4th month, 3rd month, 4th month, that's when they start getting all this bombardment of interview. You see some person have 3 interview at a go, 4 interview, 5 interview, 6 interview at a go. And out of those plenty interview, one must draw. But for one to draw, you must do your due diligence. Gone are those days when you will be having 10, 15, 20 interviews and you will be doing test run. Nowadays, we say don't do test run. Put in all your best. Prepare well. Reach out to Emgs interview preparatory team so that they can hold you by your hand. They will be able to prepare you. You don't want to go there and go and fumble. If I ask you now, how do you attend to patient that is that has just been abused? You will give me your opinion according to the conference of your understanding. But when you expose yourself to people that have been in the system and people that really understand how the UK system works, they will also be able to expand your understanding, so that by the time you are being in that room answering those questions, there will be something that sets you apart. Because if 20 persons are seeking for the same position and one person seems to have offered the extra, it is that extra that will demarcate you from the rest of the crowd, which will now give you a thumbs up. That's why you see EMGS people, they keep getting interview and they keep going there to smash it and get the offer. So it's not rocket science. It's actually because they have done their due diligence. But for you, some of you will be thinking, oh, and this money now that I could use, I could use it to do Netflix, I could use it to do, but you are forgetting that your future, when you are able to secure this your destiny, you can subscribe for as many Netflix as you can. You can more or less afford all the basic necessity. So the pain of today is for the gain of tomorrow. So always have that at the back of your mind. You must be ready to struggle for the pain of today to enjoy the gain of tomorrow. Otherwise, it might be the other way around. We don't hope for that for anybody. Now, another crucial point why you need to stay in the UK long enough is, I've highlighted 2 points now. The third point will be because of what they call open recruitment. Now, later on, I will discuss more on open recruitment as we progress. So I won't dwell more on that. So if I forget, please do well to remind me, because this session is scheduled till 7:30. So I will be able to address all your questions. And afterward, we will start MSSU. It's a scenario in OSC that we've come to realize that makes a lot of person to struggle. So please, if you don't have your water nearby or your bottle of Coke or drink, get it close, because we are going to be here together for a long time. See, I've got my water here ready for drink in case I need it. So that is basically it on that. Now let's go back to smashing and getting your jobs with ease. Now we've come to realize that majority of you, when you are applying for jobs, you are only just concerned about NHS NHS jobs. And some of you don't know that there are private facilities that also offer sponsorship. You are only just concerned about NHS job. You see, you are hearing now that UK, they don't have money. UK, they are broke. This different story is trending online. But that is not totally true for some facility. When they say UK are broke, this one is this one is this, what they are literally telling you is NHS is broke. Because private organization, they are not reliant on NHS. So private organization, they are still private hospitals that are able to recruit people internationally. So how do you then get those private organizations? You don't go to NHS website to be applying for those jobs. You will not take advantage of your Google search. But don't worry, we will deal one of those as we progress in this meeting. Now, part of those private organizations that also offer these jobs are care homes. Now, I am not telling you that care homes are the only private organization. I say part of. There are hospitals that are not care home. There are care homes. So, care homes usually is a good start for starter, because you just want to start. But when you get into the system, it cannot give you a leverage of experience to move to another aspect, which is the NHS, if you still want the NHS or other private facility, as long as they sponsor or they offer COS. So always have that at the back of your mind. You are targeting private hospital, not just the NHS and then the care home. Now, a lot of persons don't want to work in care home because of the bulk of the patient they will be attending to in terms of medication administration. But you, when you get into the system, you want to get in for the sake of experience. And it will shock you that you will even like that scenario, because obviously care home pays more than NHS that you are even calling NHS. because average care home sometimes they pay them, let's say 2,500, sometimes 3,000, even 3,000 plus, as against NHS nurses that will only earn average of £2,000 or 2,002. So any care home pays way more. So if money is your priority, sometimes looking into NHS is, sorry, into care home is even way better than looking into the NHS. So always have that at the back of your mind. So don't be limited to NHS. There are private organizations that will be able to sponsor you, and these private organizations, they are not dependent on government, so they cannot be having money problem. It is the people that pays them. If they say Nigeria is broke now, wetin how e take concern Emgs? Emgs is a private organization, it's not a government owned facility. So they don't determine whether we are going to recruit or we are not going to recruit as a company. So have that at the back of your mind. You might say, oh, indirectly still impact on them, but not as firm or strong as to when you are a direct link to the government itself, as in the case of NHS. So that is basically that. So please don't restrict yourself to the NHS. Diversify. Now, how do you now get to diversify? When I say private organization, I'm not saying all the private organization. Target the one that what offers sponsorship. Now you may say, okay, how do I now know the one that offers sponsorship and the one that don't offer sponsorship? As part of their job description, most often times it will be there. If it's not there, it means you have a chance. Give it a shot. Chances are they will tell you, oh, unfortunately we don't sponsor. What if they do? You understand? So you don't want to miss that opportunity, because once they've already given you the opportunity to join their trust, let's say you are successful in the interview, they know the whole hectic process to start recruiting a new candidate. So if they have opportunity to sponsor, chances that they will always sponsor. And please, when you go for your interview, don't go and be saying I'm a registered nurse looking for sponsorship, or when they not say any question for me, you'll not be saying, do you offer sponsorship? That means you are not serious. You are only just looking for sponsorship. So never ask such a question. It's not right. It's silly for you to be asking, do you offer sponsorship? Don't ask that question. So rather, put all your performance, let them give you the offer. Once they are not giving you the offer and they progress significantly, then you cannot tell them you will need their sponsorship. At this time, they can't go back. Let's give you an example. When we were recruiting for Osce nurse assessor back then, we have received over 8,000 applications. Now we thought we could interview 200. We shortlisted 200. We did interview. We nearly died. So we now reduced it to 100, and then we eventually settled for 50. Even at that 50, the people who got were too good. So we eventually were able to get the number that we needed. Now tell me that after going through that rigorous process to get a candidate, then that candidate will now tell us that, oh, one of his referee is not available, he wants to give us another referee. Are we going to start the whole process all over? Victory, Oshiore, please mute your mic. Victory, please mute your mic. Oshiore. So if Nurse Victory Oshiore, so if we have not done our due diligence, we will have stressed ourselves. So after doing your due diligence, and you now come to realize that these people are not going to go through the whole rigorous process of recruitment exercise. You will just look at it, oh, this is too stressful. Let's just get another reference for her, and then we are good to go. As against in the very beginning, when we all sit down to interview over 100 persons, you now tell me that Mr. Otegbe, in this interview, I just want you to know that I don't really have someone that will reference me. The only person that will reference me, I want to change his reference. You are only just telling me that you are not ready. You understand at that point? So it is best to present certain things at the right time so that you can get a positive response or feedback. So that is that on that aspect. Now, leaving care home and all the wahala now, let's look at why you will be a mile apart from your colleague. as far as this job application journey is concerned. This is the secret. This is what differentiates the EMGS people that get the jobs from you that is just a random applicant, or you that is just throwing money to people that are applying for job that may not be doing their due diligence. Maybe they manage to secure one offer, they will now say they now open a platform for applying job for people. EMGS also does a job application as a company, but before we started, we went through series of challenges. Hell, we did all the challenges you can think of. Many of you in this session will know that we suffered, but at the moment, God has been helping us, and we'll be producing stories that are positive in people's life. It doesn't mean that everybody will apply job for get jobs. No, we don't offer guarantee, but reasonably, to God be the glory. It has been a success story so far, as I know. Now, the thing that sets ENGS people apart from others, one of the secrets is this. When you are applying to UK jobs, you want to look at the area that really need nurses. Now, if you put a bed in the ocean, the bed will miss. But if you put that same bed in a pool of water, let's say swimming pool, you can easily be able to spot that bed. You should be able to spot that bed. So that is how application is usually like. Special, mute your mic. So that is how application is usually like. Now, what you want to do is you ask yourself, which area in the UK are your staff of nurses? You don't want to go and be going to a place that nurses are already full. They are looking for a job, even branch if they had them. You don't want to do that. See, as UK is just like Ghana, Nigeria, and other African countries where you have different states. So somebody may say now, oh, I'm in Liverpool. Another person will say, oh, I'm in London. The other will say, I'm in Chester. You would think that, oh, it's in one place. No. Just like some European people would think that the whole Africa is a state. No, it's not like that. Every country have their respective states. And when it comes to job hunting, I'll take for instance, the pay in Lagos is different from the pay in Edo. It's different from the pay in Uyo. It's different from the pay in Anambra, and so on and so forth. And not just the pay difference, you also notice that the rate at which people secure job in Lagos is different from the rate at which people secure job in Benin and every other state. So what you want to look out for is which zones are your staff, which people are looking for job, so that you can be able to occupy that vacuum. Before you start your self-sponsorship, you are already on the journey, you are going to write your exam. Let me quickly address that first before we go back to this. Once you are already sure you are going for your self-sponsorship, you have booked your visa have approved, and then they're giving you the address, start changing every of your supporting information to you have PIN, you have everything, because eventually you will get the PIN. So if you come through MGF Physical Assessment Center for your practice, obviously you will get your PIN, you will get everything right. Now, change everything now, because most of the application you are applying for, the results are going to come out after you have written your OSCE. You cannot go back to change them again. That's why one person now will be in the session saying, but that would mean I'm lying. Who say you are lying? It's the one that will affect your life now, your destiny. You know that you are lying. The one that you tell another person on the road, that one is not lying. The one that will affect your destiny positively, that is the one your conscience is not guilty of telling you, that would be that you are lying. You are obviously not lying, because you are producing, you exercising your faith. You are letting yourself know that you get this PIN. You have this PIN already. You understand? Don't wait till you now smash your OSC before you say you have your PIN. All your application, if you reach out to your application, they say, have you got PIN? Yes. Have you got it? Yes. Everything, yes. So put your PIN there if you have your PIN handy. And if you don't have your PIN handy, in your supporting information, let it be written clearly that's for you. If you are going for self-sponsorship, if you don't go for self-sponsorship, don't go and waste your time. If you are going for self-sponsorship and you are already sure, Write it that you have your PIN, you have everything. Because by the time you come to the UK, you will eventually get your PIN. So that as you are going through the process of your self-sponsorship, as you are getting your PIN, interview you apply for a few months back can come back to be positive for you. So that's that on that. Now let's leave that again and go back to where we were before, which was the aspect of securing the job, looking at area with lesser density of nurses. Now as we speak now, there are still a lot of places that are looking for nurses in the UK. They don't have so much. Those are the area you should be concerned about. They could be countryside, they could be remote region. Don't worry, some of you will be thinking that, oh, you must be in the city before you can enjoy life. Actually, most of the people in the remote region in the UK, they enjoy life more, way more, because they have the opportunity to travel to the city if they want to. They can buy things cheap, they will be able to save more. So many positive reasons. And if you not test on it after 1 year or two, you don't like it, they didn't tie your waist. It's not like they tie your waist and say you must stay in that trust. If any trust is not favoring you, you leave and move to another trust. It's easier to now get a job because you now have UK experience. So target region that you think or that you know that are going to be short staff. And then you also target jobs that are easier to get, like community nursing. So some of you will think, oh, community nursing, they hardly get it. Oh, that's not true. And you don't need to be a community nurse back up to be a community nurse in the UK, because as a DNSC or RON, you would have done community nursing, community posting as part of your posting criteria, and you would have added that as your qualification. So that is basically it on that. Now, leaving that aside, the question will now be, how do I recognize area in the UK that are short staff of nurses? Now, with that, I want you to minimize your phone now. Minimize your phone. Go to Google. Go to Google. Ew. Everything you not go to. So go to Google and type ChatGPT. ChatGPT. So go to Google and type ChatGPT. I believe we are all doing it. We'll try our best to be as practical as possible. You can just say chatgpt.com, chatgpt.com. So you say stay logged out and it will come up. So go to ChatGPT and search and say area in the UK with vacant higher vacancy for nurses, with higher vacancies for nurses. Let's put it like that. You can search it any way you want. Don't use Google search. You see, I said ChatGPT. Now, if you look at what's the outcome job produced, now I've seen my results. From here, I can see that number one is London. I don't know if it's what is showing on your side, and it's not just London. It's South London, yeah, South London with 15.7%. Now, the next area is Wales, and if you see that way, they broke it into different sections, and not just Wales alone. There's another place, Scotland. Now, if you see Scotland, they also broke it into different regions. Now, that's just an example of how to search for area that you know are in need of nurses. You don't want to just be applying blindly because of the number of applicants. You want to target where you are applying to, where you will have more chances. Because if a place is looking for 100 nurses and another place is only looking for 10, is the chances for you to get from those looking for 100 is better than for you to go and be competing for 10 when 30 has already applied. You get the point now. Now that's the first step. Let's assume now those places they listed, let's assume that Liverpool is one of them, or okay, let's say London. Let's say London is one of them. How do you now do it? Now, most of you, when it comes to job application, you are only concerned about NHS track. You know that track job, track.job.com, track.job.uk.com. It's not only track that there is to apply for jobs. So you have to take advantage of other websites. Now, some of those websites that you need to take advantage of are, I wrote out some here. Number one is Total Jobs. Total, TOTALJOBS.com. Totaljobs.com. Number two is nurses.co.uk. Nurses.co.uk. So this site, you will be able to get myriad of jobs that will offer sponsorship. And the next one will now be nursingcareersuk.net. nursingcareeruk.net. The next one will be medicaljobsuk.com. medicaljobsuk.com. The next one will now be www.jobs.nhs.uk. www.jobs.nhs.uk. And then you have your track job that you already know, track.jobs. And then there is also the other one, which is healthjobsuk.com. So you can see that there are so many that are listed. It's not only track. You think all the vacancy will be. So you have to explore all these options. Now there are some websites that gives you leverage more than every others. So you have to capitalize on those leverage. Now I told you that there are so many websites to use for job application. Now let's now show you, So let's now show you how to do it in the proper way so that you have an edge over your colleagues that are not part of this session that said they don't want to release their data. They are waiting for you to summarize for them after the session has ended, the unserious ones. So let's now show you how to. And by the way, this session, I think the YouTube own is recorded, so it will still be available live unless we decide to remove it from the channel. So you will be able to take advantage of it. And I think we are using the Emgs Osce YouTube channel, where we also have been doing some series of demonstration to help further enhance your journey. Although not a replacement of our classes, but we'll come to realize that most videos that are circulating online, sometimes they may not necessarily be able to dive into some essential things and tips to help you in smashing your OSC. So if you are joining us YouTube live, it's not an app, it's for your own good. Just click on the subscribe button because it will help you. It's you that it will help. Click on the subscribe button and try to follow the channel. Click on the notification bell as well because it will make a positive difference in your journey. Now, if you are joining through Zoom rather than through YouTube Live, it will not take anything away from you. Go to the YouTube Live and also subscribe to the channel so that in case we are dropping videos for your OSCE practice, you will be able to follow through and get up to date from our assessors as it comes. Now, let's go straight back to how to utilize this website. No, number one is Total Jobs. So please, I want you to open your Google. Type www.totaljobs.com. Total is TOTALJOBS.com. So I'll give you a few time for you to search through that. I believe you are doing it. You are not just here to help us in decorating the space. You are here to get something positive. So if you have opened your Total Jobs, something will come up that will show you something like this, Total Jobs. So for those on the YouTube, you'll be able to see this. If you are on Zoom, you will be able to see Total Jobs. So when Total Jobs comes up, you don't just start applying, saying, oh, see vacancy. Mind you, you have done your due diligence. You've already asked ChatGPT which area are usually looking for nurses in the UK. Now, all you need to do is you click on the search button on the top. You click on the search button. They will say job title or company name or skill. On that job title, you will just type nursing there. nursing. So when you put nursing, they will be telling you nursing home, nursing support, nursing process, nursing associate. Just say nursing skill, nursing. When you select that, they will not ask you which town or postcode. Postcode is more like a putting a place based on a region in order to differentiate different places that are within different location, the same location. So postcode will be too restrictive. So you can just put the town. So let's assume now we are looking at London. Mind you, I told you that one of the places that are looking for nurses is what? London. Now you go to that place at the bottom, you type London, London. So when you say London, you will see at the right corner, they will still tell you 10 miles, different location in London. Don't worry about that. Just choose London generally. Then you can now search. So you will now see there are different vacancy, different vacancy within that London environment that you can apply for. Now this is just one out of the many. For some of those sites I listed for you, they will also give you the option to choose. Is it a permanent job you want? Is it a temporary job you want? Is it a bank job you want? So always choose is a permanent job you are looking for. So when you now choose and you now click on search, you are no longer like another person that is just looking for a job on NHS. You just choose. You are looking for the region that really needs you. So you see why some people get job, whilst others are folding their hands. Some people apply to Isle of Man and they are getting jobs, while the other person is saying, oh, I did sell sponsorship. When they see social media video is trending, they are looking for the one that will talk about sponsorship so that they can go and comment. I have been waiting my pin since I have not been able to get a job. But you have not been doing your due diligence. They say follow space, you will not follow space. Follow channel, you will not follow channel. Join group, you will say no, me I no dey join group. I no wan make people know say I dey find job. I see people even care about you. Nobody give a damn about anybody. Everybody is concerned about themselves. No matter people are looking at you, they are not looking at, they are doing their own. They are looking for their way out. They are looking for their salvation. So if you think they are looking out for you, you are just wasting your time. You the one that will do it for yourself. Join platform. If you are in a group, there are some persons now, they are in Emgs platform. For self-sponsorship alone, I know we have, I think, about 6 or 7 groups, and those groups are mostly filled to the brim. Now, many will be in that group. Information will be shared. They will not even bother to be looking through what is going on. They are just on the group. They will still come and chat. Mr. Tagwe, I said I should ask, what is the update on this? But this thing is there on the platform. You could have easily gone through it and it will make a difference in your journey. I believe you will have learned a thing or two as a result of this now. But some of you now, instead of you to share this thing to also help those persons that are going to be on the journey, you think that you will get it first. When you get it first, before you start sharing it to others, that is one of the reasons why you will not even get it. Because whether it's in the Bible, I don't know, but it's a popular saying that God loves a careful giver. When you give, somehow God naturally put people in place to help you. I have come here now to hold this session. You are not going to pay me. You are not going to contribute to it. But if it helps your journey and you are happy tomorrow, directly or indirectly, you are going to remember and say, EMGS impacted your journey. If, let's assume we are doing a collaborative video like the one we'll be doing recently, where some big YouTubers are now seeing what we are doing and they are now recommending us. You too can be on the comment section and say, I benefited from this. And when I read that comment, it's like it push something positive out of my heart. The adrenaline pumps. Thank God we made impact. But if we don't give you value, you see our video, the first thing you will go and comment is, wicked people, they are so stingy, they are too this, they are too that. That will kill the brand. You see, because one information you pull out there goes a long way. And once you also send that message, what I will now be looking out for, who is this person? And I will go my best to try and be tracking the person down. Why would this person say this? Why would this person say that? See, that will not be good for anybody. So that's why it is always good. Give value. When you see something is impacting your life, share it to others. Let it help them so that both of you can grow on the journey. Because most of our services that we offer as a company, you will think, oh, we are charging. Literally, we are basically giving out for free to help as many as possible who are willing to be helped. If not, others will have been doing it like we are doing it. How many brands do you really see that offer quality as we do? From the start of your internship journey to the process of your job application to the process of your IELTS, CBT, OETs, and so on and so forth, till your OSCE. I think we are the only center that I know of that has a physical center available in Nigeria, in the whole country. So it's not an easy feat, and that is genuine willingness to be able to contribute to people's journey and success. And you too can be a part of that journey. Start by making positive impact. It's not everything they will share it, you will just start criticizing. They come again. By they come again, you will have blocked your own way of getting something that could have positively impact you. So once you have done this search on total job, you cannot be able to look at the region that favors you. You are targeting band 5, not a band 7 or band 8 role for now. Yes, you can apply for band 6 role and you will get it, but for now, focus on band 5 because it's easier to get. So that is basically it on that. If you want to now do the rest by yourself, by Tesoni, you can do the other website I have listed before. So if you come to watch this video again, you will be able to hear those websites when I was listing them out. Now, the next one you can also use that is popularly being undervalued or people don't take advantage of it well enough is Google search. Google search. So instead of you struggling, you can just simply type on Google, look at that region that you know that they are short staffed. Let's say now Liverpool is an example. Let's just give an example. Liverpool. I'm not saying Liverpool are short staffed. I'm saying an example. You can just go to Google and say band 5 vacancy in Liverpool, band 5 RON vacancy in Liverpool. You will see Google will bring out so many. You can also be able to do targeted application for that various zone. So that's basically it on that. Now, some other essential tips, because I've spent an hour already, and my aim is I will give you the opportunity to also be able to ask a few questions before we come in close and then move to the next session, which is OSCE MSSU. Again, as I said before, I drove to the Physical Assessment Center, so I'm ready for you today. Now, the next thing is don't limit yourself. Before I even come to this, I know a lot of you are preparing for your OSCE at the moment. You might be through EMGS classes, you might be through other platforms that you got to know us. So please, I beg you in the name of God, OSCE preparation is a phase. It's just one phase. Oh God. Oh, please mute your mic from Zoom. Now, OSCE preparation is just one phase. The biggest phase is the visa application. Don't allow yourself to be denied visa. It is not the day you are ready for your OSCE exam you start reaching out for visa application. As you are preparing for your OSCE, you are building your account. I beg you in the name of God, though. Visa denier can change your plan. If they deny you 2 times, you will know that it's not a child's play. So please, in EMGS, we always let you know, even from the class, that please reach out to the visa application department so that they can guide you on how to prepare for your account. The consultation that you do for £10 or 10,000 naira will save you £200 for £250 for your visa application. I bet you it will save you, it will change, it's a life changer. So please, reach out to the consultation department. They will guide you how to prepare your account, what you need to do. If you have a sponsor, who is the person that will best to be used as a sponsor? How do you do everything so that there will not be any hitches as far as your visa application is concerned? It's not the day you are not ready for successful, you are not ready to OSC, you now come or say, EMGS, come and apply for visa for us. No. It's better you do it months ahead so that you will know as you are preparing for your OSC, your mind is relaxed. You know that when visa at time come, they will most likely give you visa. And when you come for one-to-one consultation, we usually recommend come with your family member, come with your sponsor if you must, so that they will be hearing every details, every step, so that they too will not go and misuse their account or mishandle their account because they are stressing for you. So please, that is very, very important. Back to our job application. Now, when you are applying for jobs, don't limit yourself to 10 jobs every day. Yes, EMGS, when we are applying, we are very restrictive on the number of applications we can apply for you. But you should not restrict on the number of applications you can apply for you yourself per day. Let it be greater than 10. In short, if you can do 20 on a daily basis, do it. Look at London and target all the Londons one and finish it. Look at what they are always looking for, what they are always looking out for. Add it to your supporting information. Get the supporting information from EMGS team. Once you are able to get one, start modifying it to suit other job applications that you are applying for. It will go a long way to make a difference. Increase the number of applications you are applying for on a daily basis. Don't just sit down, fold your hand and say, I have got my PIN, I have got my PIN, now I have got my PIN, I will start getting job. Not like that. Oh. You have to increase the number of applications you are applying for, because chances are there is one vacancy out there that they didn't even get enough applicants. So that's number one. Number two is modify your CV. Your CV, revamp it. Make changes to suit UK style. And if you reach out to ENGS CV department, they'll be able to help you. And again, a link to ENGS platform actually got you here. So whoever got you that link might have also be a part of ENGS community. They'll be able to support you, and that will help you more. Now, the next one will not be modifying your supporting information. The in thing is send it to ENGS team, let them do the supporting information for you. Then you can now start remodifying it to suit every new application you are applying for. Now, the next one is to change your address. Now, you know, I said this when we started, that you should be able to change your address to reflect your new location. So if you come for, let's say you are now in Wester in the UK, let that address be what will be reflecting on your track or your job.uk or any site you are using for your application, so that it will show that you are already someone in the system. So when you are writing your supporting information, be careful how you also coin it, so that it won't look as if, oh, you don't even have anything to do with the UK. Don't be emphatic on your home country, but rather be emphatic on the fact that you have the skill and you are bringing your skill to the table, not country to the table. Because some persons may not like your country. Let them not go and screen you out because of your country. Now, another thing is make use of job application platforms. That does not stop you from applying for jobs. It's not only ENGS that does job application. There are your colleagues that you know that they do job application. They have success. It's not the one they manipulate. They have success, and your colleague that told you about them, if they are genuine, use them. We are not forcing you to come and use ENGS. It is your success that is our priority. If you want to use ENGS job application, good and fine. If you don't want to use ENGS, you have another person that is also good in job application. Use her, use him. Let the application for let you get your own job and secure your UKRN, and then you can move on with your life. Don't be stingy with money and be saying, I will do it all by myself, I'll do it by me. By leveraging on other people's skill, it literally means that your own, their own, everything joined together, success. And then you have a complete success. So please take advantage of that. Now, when you get your interview, prepare for your interview. Don't just go to interview randomly. Prepare for your interview. Look at what the trusts are looking for. Prepare. Sometimes you think you know, By the time you now expose yourself to other persons, you will now see that, oh, there are some things I didn't really know so much about. So EMGS as a company will be doing interview preparation on our YouTube, not this YouTube channel now, the EMGS Global YouTube channel. I think this channel is just dedicated for OSCE, and we'll be uploading videos for OSCE practice. So follow the channel if you know you are on your OSCE journey, so that you'll be able to practice with some of the videos we made. Again, it's not a replacement for our classic classes, because in classes you have everything, but here you have something to supplement the class. So please don't be limiting yourself in any way. Prepare for this interview. Reach out to our interview preparatory team one to one. These people, they've seen it, they've gone through the process you're about passing through now, so they will be able to help you, and then they will be able to prepare you outrightly. That will give you an edge amongst your colleague. Now, another thing too is take advantage of open recruitment. You know, I spoke about open recruitment when we started this session, that many of you don't know about. They say open recruitment. Which one is open recruitment? Now, open recruitment simply means there are a lot of trusts that are looking for people to come and work with them, but because of lack of being able to get these people, they want to open a vacancy for different people to come all across the UK to their center, so that they can interview them. So that's how open recruitment works. And most often time, majority of the time, people that will go for open recruitment gets job. That's why I said in the first instance that when you are leaving the UK, don't be in a hurry to leave. You can take advantage of this open recruitment. Now, how do you get open recruitment? It is easy. Just go to search Google, go to Facebook, go to social media platform and say upcoming open recruitment. If you are in the UK already now and you are joining this session, or you are planning to be in the UK, or you are joining this session from EMGS platform, just go to Google and search upcoming open recruitment. You will see the upcoming open recruitment that are there. Then you cannot plan to attend. Some of them may require you to apply to them. Like all this total job I also spoke about, you can also search there open recruitment. And those open recruitment, some of them may require you to first of all drop an application and then follow some series of steps before you can be able to participate. So when you take advantage of this opportunity, you'll see that your success will be more or less like a guarantee. So I will try my best to take few questions now, and then we'll be able to call it a short for this session, and then we can now move to the MSSU practical for OSCE. So if you have a question, kindly unmute your mic, and then you can be able to speak. Preference to those in Zoom. As for those on YouTube, unfortunately, I might not be seeing the questions as it's being dropped there, but let me try and search YouTube with this my other phone and see if there's any question popping up there. So ask your question, please. Hey, Pepe is asking question. In Mrs. Senior.
Hello, sir. Hello. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, man. How are you? Yeah, good afternoon.
Good evening, sir. I'm fine, thank you. Please, I have two questions.
Yeah, what is your name? You know me now, type where he is. What about you?
Sorry. Giles Eme,
Okay.
Edo State, Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. First is I don't know, is the branch in Lagos as that the one in Liverpool? Because all the videos I've been seeing, they are about the Liverpool branch. I've never seen a picture of the Lagos branch.
Oh, actually, it's on. If you look at my, I wish you see my status this evening. I posted for the Liverpool branch, sorry, the Lagos branch. Everything I posted on my status this evening, they were from the Liverpool, sorry, the what they call it, the Lagos branch. So all those people that were in that group, they've all passed, and they were all in the Lagos center. everything. The Lagos Center is actually bigger than UK and their house system. So for the Lagos Center, it's a duplex with rooms, like everything you need is there. It's specifically everything you need. Just go there and smash it. Everything you need is there. Unless you just want to come to the UK, maybe you like my face, you want to just see my face. Otherwise, you can choose to use the Lagos Center. It's okay. We brought the Lagos Center because we wanted to move it closer to people. When it comes to OSC, there are some persons that are writing their exam in Ulster, some are writing in Leeds, some are writing in different locations. And some person will say, oh, my family member is staying in London, that's where I'm going. So for me to come to Liverpool is like a 3 to 4 hours journey. So it will be hard for me. So that's why we had that Lagos Center. So that before you go, it's in first town, about 30 minutes to the airport. So you will just straight there. From there you will move, you to Japa, you go and smash it. And our tutors they are UK around. They are well overqualified. You understand? Some of the tutors that teaches you in the UK for NHS trust, they have not even written OSCE before. They don't know how it's like. Imagine you are not dealing with somebody that have written it, that have seen it, I have a taste and feel of it. So you literally have nothing to worry about. Is that okay?
Okay, just to add up. Yes, please, the second question.
Yes.
I learned that it's compulsory we do the 6 weeks physical assessment first before we come for the
No.
6 weeks online class first before we come for the physical assessment. But I want to ask, can somebody just come for the physical assessment and just pay the 300,000? Because I chatted one of you in a DM, and she said that if I don't attend the 6 weeks online class, that means I'm going to pay 380,000 instead of 300,000. So I don't know if there's a mix up somewhere.
I would not want us to start discussing the price here now. The way we have the structure is in such that if you are coming for physical assessment, you should come for the physical assessment. But you will have already have knowledge about what OSCE is all about. You have a sound knowledge. It's not just a thing of, oh, you want to go and grab everything in 1 week. It's not going to be possible. So the reason we set up the physical assessment is to alleviate fear and anxiety as a result of equipment issues, and then to be able to boost your confidence to get there and smash it. Little errors that can be amended will correct them right there. Now, as for the pricings are modified in such a way that it's an all-in-one package. So if there's any confusion at all, there is a particular customer care in charge of OSCE. Please, I appeal to you, join our group. Don't just chat anybody up and say, how does EMGS work? Direct your question to the OSCE customer care. For us as a company, there is IR department, there is IR customer care, there is CBT, and OSCE customer care, there is job application customer care, there is a study abroad and proof of fund for customer care. There is visa department. Every department in EMGS have their own customer care, and the best person to link you with all the information is that customer care. And if you are in our group, you see they usually post it once in a while. They will tell you for IR to reach this, for this to reach this. And we also now have a supervisor for the company. The supervisor is to solve problems relating to customers care not having a good rapport with the client, and the client not having a good rapport with customer care. So you can easily report and say, okay, I'm having this challenge with this person, and how can we get it resolved? We are not saying because we want you to come and criticize the customer care, or for the customer care to criticize. It's just to create orderliness. Like I said before, EMGS have over 500 WhatsApp group. You might just belong to one of them. So there are other persons that are also dragging this customer care, but we need orderliness. So that's it. So try and reach the particular one for OSCE. not the customer care for IELTS. Is that understood? Yes, I believe it's understood. So, any question? Any other question?
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Hey, oh, good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, sir. So the question I want to ask is not related to the job recruitment, this thing that you discussed about.
Okay.
It's about a topic, OSCE, a topic.
Okay.
Like a professional value.
Okay, I think we'll discuss OSCE after this session. So I think about.
No, sir. I don't want to ask a question because my battery is going down. Please, it's just one question.
Okay, what is the question?
For instance, in professional values, they say we should follow the marking criteria. I want to know if you have to follow it serially or anyone can come before the other.
No, you are not to follow
For
it.
instance, now.
You are not to follow it serially. Don't worry. Don't worry yourself. You are not to follow it serially before your battery go off. You are not to follow it serially. Oh, this one is not ready to listen to me. Oh. Now the battery are gone off. Yeah, you are not to follow it serially. So those professional values, they are just more like a guide to you. You can even add to them. Doesn't mean that those are the only. Okay, let me give you an example. Your friend is posting about making a racial comment about another person on social media platform. What will you do? You already know that that thing is wrong. You recognize it's something that is wrong, right? Now, if you recognize that it's something that is wrong, you might want to unfollow that your friend. And you want, because if you are not unfollowing, it means you are also an accomplice. You might want to speak to your friend about it. You might want to speak to your work manager. And when you speak to your work manager about it, you need to recognize that this thing, they may take it up. And you also recognize that you can put a day test up, like an incident report for what you just observed. And you also know that they could decide to report this your friend to the platform where he made that comment. So these are just rational something, but it should be in line with NFC code of conduct. So what they are literally telling you is things that you are supposed to do when certain things are rightly done or are not rightly done. So it doesn't mean that you must follow it serially. You understand? Although sometimes there are some things that are best to confess. Like somebody is making a racial comment now. What should confess? Recognizing that it's wrong is better to confess than for you to be completing a day test. Don't you think so? But if you now decide to scatter the rest, it doesn't matter much. All that matters really is you have addressed the question. And you must not say it word for word, verbatim. If you want to twist it in the way that you understand it, as long as your writing is legible, it will be cleared. Is that okay? Yes, that should be okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. So, any other question?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, my boss.
Yes, sir. This is Toby Ajulu from Lagos.
Oh, nice to hear from you.
Thank you, sir. Your discussion has really been insightful and I've really gained a lot. My question is, and I want to commend you for your efforts. Thank you, sir. My question is,
yes,
as regards traveling, staying back in UK,
yes,
after writing Osce,
yes.
How about someone whose job back home does not give room for staying that long? Yes. Someone like me, as an example now,
yes,
I'm only entitled to 1 month's annual leave,
yes,
on my visa of work.
Yes, that was where I started from. Now, for somebody like you now, if you know you are certain your visa will be approved, I appeal to you, come for physical assessment. The reason why I would say come for physical assessment, because there are criteria that deny your PIN. They delay your PIN. People think that physical assessment is just for, oh, I want to do physical assessment. No, it helps to prevent delay of PIN, because if, God forbid, the person write the exam and he didn't get it, he will wait another few days, like 10 days before going to apply again, and after applying, he will spend all the money all over. Now, if you can apply for physical assessment, chances of getting the exam right once is higher. And then when you get the exam at once, you get your PIN quicker. Now, so somebody like you now, there are two things you should be doing. All your job applications, start imputing that you have PIN, you have everything. You understand? Because you will get your PIN anyway. So it increases your chances of getting quicker interview by the time you smash it. Now, secondly, you need to start appeasing your whoever is your work manager. See, this thing is not rocket science. They are human beings. Unlike EMGS that is remote, all our staff they work remotely. Most of our staffs that they've done their OSCE journey, but they didn't start with their OSCE journey. There are some of them that have not started their OSCE journey. They were part of us, but eventually now they've all smashed it. Now, before they get to the point of going to smash it, because the company is remote, it didn't affect them. But for you that it directly affects, what you will do is start looking for targeted person in your organization. There might be it might be your work manager, it might be your deputy. Start appeasing them beforehand. Now start buying them drink. Buy them drink. You, it could be wine, just carry wine go give am. I just say I should use this one and dash you. You be watching out for his status. You see he have pikin. Oh, you have a child. I never knew you have a child. Your baby have grown. Oh, I say I should dash this one to your baby. You are building relationship ahead. It's like watering the ground. So by the time it's now time for you to move or a motor, now say, man, I have two ways. You can say you are going, your brother is doing graduation and invited you. Or you cannot say, oh, I have an exam to write, but I didn't want everybody to know, but I know I can confide on you because of this. So I will be out. I aim to write this thing within a month, but if things still go out of hand, I will let you know. But please, I beg, you will cover me. You will cover me. When you now say, you will not enter finish, you say you are sick, that you finish, you are sick, you have not be too strong, that it should keep covering you. The person you have been good to will not be, okay, if I post now, many of you repost it on your status. Some of you will look at it and ignore. If I have opportunity tomorrow to share information that I don't want to go out to the public, I want to leave it to certain persons. Ask yourself, the person that is good to ENGS brand and the one that look at us and throw away face, who will I post it to? Human nature. You understand? It's human nature. It's not wickedness. We post our stuff, our collaborative videos. People reach out to us and say, we see the good work you are doing. These people that are reaching out to us, it's not because we are magicians. People reach out to them and say, I benefited from this brand. Let this brand go back. By reaching out to them, they reach out to us. We now do cooperative video. We now post it and say, please give us your comment and review based on what you have seen. So people will really go there and type. You think we are blind? I will go to the comment section. I'll be looking at it one by one, looking at their name. Oh man, see what this person said about us. I'll write it somewhere. When you now chat me tomorrow, we now jam. I say, okay, it's not that person that commented about us. It's human nature. I will be more likely to be more down to earth to solve your problem beyond the regular community. Over 500 members, over 400 group. How many person can one group take? 1,025. Want to check any group you belong to. The minimum you can see in some group will be, let's say, 500. You understand? They are usually full to the brim, and requests will be sent because the group is already full. You will be more concerned about the person that have been there for you. So be there for your work manager now. Even if you not get quarrel, start resolving it because you want something. You can decide to change it later. You understand? But don't change it. Relationship is everything. Personality, relationship is everything. So it can go a long way to help you. So that by the time you now get into the system here, you can now have ample of time to be applied. Even when you are here, if there's anything that's entering your hand, even if it's 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 2 pounds, I'm not saying you should come and be working, because you are not supposed to work. But if there's anything that's entering your hand, you can still take 1 pound. Because 1 pound now is like 2,000 naira. You use and buy a charge card for her. She will be happy. This my son is doing well. He just sent me the charge card. Even if they are judging your matter in the public, she will be there defending you like witch. You will not know that it's you that have watered the ground for yourself. But another person will sit down and tie bet and be saying, Metro Sigbe is so wicked. Mr. Osigbe is the cause of my problem. But you refuse to water the ground. So that's basically it on that. I don't know if that's okay, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, boss. Any other question? Somebody saying, how will nurses with pain who couldn't get job during their visit to UK gone back home maximize their chances? Should they maintain their UK address on their CV while applying for jobs? Okay, so that's why we always organize these spaces. I wish this person now was part of this space before it happens, that she has gone back home now. This question won't have arrived. She would have known what to do. But you are already in the show now. So what you can do is, number one, like I said, maximize your old address. You came through an address, keep that address, sustain it. And when you now get the interview, you cannot be able to request for a remote interview because you traveled at the moment and you are out of town. So it will not be possible for you to be present physically. You understand? Another thing I forgot to also mention is, when you apply for a job and you have interview, and you after the interview they are talking about sponsorship, tell them you can sponsor yourself. I think Emgs have a loan department of the company where we provide funds for those who have gotten job that are looking for money for accommodation or any other thing they need money for. Why do we do this? Because we come to realize that many people will go and be selling their family land in the name of they want to japa, and after they now japa, they will now come and realize that that land has now gone haywire. I think there are some of my friends, I keep saying this, there are some of my friends that bought land in Lekki around 2006 2007. This land were literally like up to about 700k 800k or thereabout. Many of those land now they are selling for 90m 80m. So even if you travel to raise that amount of money, it's no beans. You understand? So you don't want to go and sell your property because you want to japa. So that's how we set up the EMGS Swift Loan department. It doesn't matter how much you need, as long as you can pay back and there's a proof you can pay back. EMGS will give you the loan. We will not tell you to bring collateral. We are not going to tell you to come and submit your house because you don't have money before. That's why you came to us. So don't worry about collateral. We'll not ask. We have our way of doing our own thing, but we'll not ask you for collateral. We'll not ask you for land, because we believe that we genuinely help you. If we genuinely help you to achieve your dream, you should genuinely be compliant with our terms and conditions. So that's basically it on that. So you have nothing to worry about. Restructure your CV, rebrand everything to reflect you are still in the UK. However, when you now get interview, make sure that you do the needful. Follow all the steps I have spoken about so far regarding knowing the region that needs the vacancy. Yes, some of you, I know that many of you are rushing and you think, oh, when you should just abandon this UK journey and go for US. YouTubers will tell you, oh, why not just do Australia? We are looking at the time. But if you add 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years to your year, you will see that the year would have gone higher and your purpose may even change. So rather than spending huge amount of money to go and write NCLEX in Brazil or Kenya, you can use the same money, do your self-sponsorship because you have 3 years. Another thing too is, if you have a boyfriend or you have a girlfriend, many of you here, they are young. One person can decide to sponsor the other person. Put all your money together. Instead of self-sponsorship, you can decide to do masters in research. When you come for masters in research, your wife or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, make sure una marry before una comot o. Marriage doesn't have to be big. Do it small. By the time una come to UK, you can go and scatter everywhere. My wife and I, we started dating when we were in school. We were students. You see my old picture then, you be like, who dey suffer. But it doesn't mean that we're suffering. We're doing a lot of things on the background. But we didn't marry back home. When we got into the system, we have stabilized everything. We came to do a very powerful wedding back home. So it doesn't really mean anything. If you trust your partner enough, one can sponsor the other one for masters in research that will allow you to bring your dependent. And then once that your dependent comes along, you will now be doing your self-sponsorship. So once that one is finishing OSCE exam, you have already gotten your OSCE. That your partner now is a win-win situation because that one now has a master. Because he now has a master, while you are now applying for band 5 job, he now is a master holder. He can easily get band 7, band 8, band 9 jobs. You see, it's a win-win situation. Don't allow them to bamboozle you and tell you, oh, but he got school, he didn't get anything. You will get something because you will have gotten your self-sponsorship on track. So if you have a very close friend that you like, that both of you like it, to sit down and discuss this thing, and you can see that the pathway will be straightened. And even if your husband is not a nurse, he's not in the nursing field, don't worry. What you need to do is, if you know book small, and he has BSc, let him do the master in research. You will follow as a hobby. Your first year, you do your self sponsorship. You are already in the UK system, you will get your job. Once you get your job, you will now be supporting your husband. Your husband now will not come to your dependent because you will have gotten COS. It's no rocket science, it's sense. You understand? It's sense. When you do it like this, you see you will not struggle. So you must not be self-sponsorship. Instead of you studying my hobby or every day, I want to write increase. If he's really interested in this jackpot journey, you can put the money together, let him get MSc in research. To get MSc in research is very easy, and those are some of the only courses that can bring dependent. He come along with you, you do your MSc. Even if you now come to the system, your husband not too know book, he not fit follow up, they now decide to sack him from the school, you will have gotten COS because you are a nurse now. Now you gotten COS, your husband will stay with you as a dependent. And some of you that hear the news that is trending that, oh, RON will do, can RON still come to UK? We've already debunked that RON is they are equivalent to ROQF level 6. So they are BSc equivalent right here in the UK. Because even the UK BSc is 3 years program. Your RON is not 3 years program. It's only BNSC that is 5 years. And so that's basically it on that. So any other question, ask them now. Let's see. Can I start applying with CBT only while I have not written OSCE yet? Yes, of course you can, but your chances are minimal compared to someone that has passed OSCE. The next one is, will there be accommodation for people coming for interview in the UK? If you are already in the UK, good. If you are going to any NHS trust because they invited you for interview, there will not be accommodation. Will they be providing you with accommodation? You will go there and have your exam done, your interview done, and you come back. The other one say, is it necessary to include work history in the CV since it shows home address and review no UK experience to show cover? No, the initial point we are showing you is the very first few phases. So once it comes to your supporting information, you write those other one out. Mind you, as part of your rebranded CV, you're also going to say from so and so you did self sponsorship and you have your OSCE. Is that not what will end your address? So whether it shows where you were coming from, what really matters is where are you now? So where are you now? So that's all that matters. This one say, I thought UK has cancelled dependent. Yeah, because you don't join spaces like this. That's why you are talking that UK has a cancelled dependent. UK has not cancelled dependent. Dependent is cancelled for certain levels. For you, if you are a nurse, remember this place is organized for nurses. If you are a nurse, you can still come with your dependent. If you do self sponsorship, you can still come with your dependent. If you came in through masters in research or PhD, you can still come with your dependent. And to do PhD, you don't need to have MSc already. As long as you are already on the system, you have done your BSc, you can actually come for your PhD. So if you like the video, what we've been doing so far, why not give this channel a like so that it will show that at least we are delivering value. Next one is say, hello, good evening, sir. For visa application, do I necessarily need 6 months pay slip and bank statement? No, you don't. But you might need 3 months. Reach out to the Emgs visa department. It is what they eat and breathe. It's their job. That's what they do, to be doing visa application. Actually, we have exceeded our time. We are supposed to be on the time for the OSCE now. but we'll be starting OSCE very soon. This one say, where do I upload my CV if I am applying on track? So you will know better when you start applying on track. So when you apply on track, you will see everything will be there for you. Sometimes you don't need to upload CV, you just need to fill in the spaces. There are still some trusts that when you are applying for them, applying through them, you need to fill all those things all over again. So that's how it's been, and that's how it might likely continue to be. um, Let me see, is there any other question? Sir, I would love to be a part of your team. Oh yeah, we also love you to be one of us. What you can do is try to reach out to um, a HR, or if possible, when you see vacancy that relate to EMGS, try to apply. And when you apply, don't just drop your CV there, because when you just drop your CV, sometimes it might, and other people will overshadow it. Why? Because some other person will add some more essential tips to their CV, like their experiences so far, what they have benefited, and what they want to impart. Because for us as a brand, we are interested in people that want to impart on others. As for across all our staff, you will see they are genuinely interested in people's success. So by the time we really see that genuineness, you will see that it's most likely that we will always consider you. Now this one is saying, I did, and that was what I was told, because I just started working about 3 weeks ago. Well, I'm not sure what this one is saying. Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Please, I want to ask for people that have written the Osce and currently in the UK, and then I saw an open day recruitment, but I'm awaiting my pay. So I applied. So they emailed me and said, okay, there is something about tickets that I would pick to be allowed to come enter that day. But they now specified there that if I don't have my PIN handy, that they will not allow me to come in.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I still go for it?
Yeah. So if you are very close to the center and it will not cost you so much, you should go for it. As long as you written your OSCE, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So if you have written your OSCE, so you should go for it. You have nothing to lose. The thing that can possibly happen is the money you spend. Or what if? Just what if? You understand? It may shock you that they may not even start asking for your PIN there. They will just assume everybody that came follow the instruction. They already have their PIN. You understand? So yeah. It's only when they now start asking you for your PIN, you now let them know that you are past your OSCE, that you've contacted NMC, but they said your PIN will be out this week. So that's all that really matters. All right?
Okay, sir. Sorry, I have another question. And for dependent visa, when applying for like returning, do I apply together with my dependent, or I apply alone first?
Okay, when you are coming back.
Yes, sir.
Chill now. When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Obviously, you will come with your hobby. When people like you now come and say you are looking for loan, EMGS will easily grant you loan because you've already secured job. You understand? Unlike when you come, you say, "Oh, I'm going to come and study." All right.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I am one of your physical class students in Lagos State.
So how was it? Did you enjoy them? Let them also hear now.
I enjoyed very well, and all of us we passed.
You see.
We passed in first sitting. The place is very spacious. We enjoyed ourselves.
You see.
We enjoyed Mr. Andrew and Auntie Christiana.
So
good. And the physical class really helped us. Like it allayed the fear and anxiety, to be honest, and it even made me all my session. I had extra time. So EMGS to the world.
Congratulations. I beg, come and send us video testimonial, because people, if they don't see it, they won't believe. I beg.
No problem, sir. I will. Thank you.
I'm so grateful to hear that. Thank God for everything, and kudos to our tutors as well for putting in the effort. And thank you for also being cooperative all through the session. I'm so happy to hear from you. Congratulations. Okay. Any other question? Let me see. This one's. Oh God, there are so many questions here. Okay, this one said, my sponsor is paying for everything. Do I still need proof of funds? Yes, you still need to show something in your account because your sponsor can change their mind and that can be a ground for visa denial. So please reach out to Emgs visa department. They will help you in that. We don't want to hear that they deny your visa because it's not good. It destabilizes somebody and you lose your money. The money that you are scared of going for consultation of £10 or 10,000 naira, if they deny you visa, they will not pay you back that money. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Visa application is very technical, so don't allow anybody to deceive you. Some person may just apply for themselves and they got it once because they didn't meet somebody that he heard is not in the house. There are some visa agents that will review your documents, their head not the house, so don't allow those ones to now go and cause you problem. And our visa department don't cover Nigeria alone. Whether you are in Kenya, you are in Ghana, you are in Nigeria, whichever country you are in for, they can always consult with you and then they will be able to give you first hand because ENGS is a global company. It's not a Nigeria company. So please take note of that. This one is saying, sorry, he said, can student apply for loan for to ENGS? Yeah, well, in an extreme situation, I think we've given loans to students, but it's not part of our services at the moment. So loan to students is not yet started. EMGS is on it. Hopefully, we can start very soon. If my sponsor is paying for, okay, this one say, please, what is the difference between COS and sponsorship? COS means certificate of sponsorship, so it's more like the same thing. The thing we are calling self sponsorship is not actually self sponsorship. It's called OSCE self sponsorship. You are sponsoring yourself to get your PIN. But for you to work in the UK, you still need COS, which is certificate of sponsorship, and it's only offered by companies that are licensed to do so. If you guys also continue to support ENGS with the pace we are going, very soon ENGS will also have COS, and before you know it, instead of you going to struggle to go and work for other brands, we might be able to recruit some of you, and then you will be working with us right here in the UK with your COS. That would be beautiful, right? So we are working on that. Very soon we will also have our ability to start sponsoring international nurses. So support us. When you see anything about ENGS, try something, say something positive. It's not they are organizing webinar, you don't be looking for webinar. But when you see anything that can promote the brand, you will ignore. Another one say, after one has exhausted their visit visa and return home, do they need another recommendation letter and bank statement for reapplying for another visit visa? Oh, you want to visit again? I don't really, that question is not clear enough. If you get a job without COS, what is the implication? If you get a job without COS, you will not be able to work in the UK because you cannot consistently sponsor yourself. But at some point, they may request you to pay some certain amount of money. Some trust will be able to accommodate you if you can pay certain amount of money. That's why we say, if you get a job, however you get the job, if they are asking you for money and if they are genuine, you can reach out to ENGS loan. We'll be able to loan you the money. You pay back according to the terms of the contract. All that really matters to us is you achieve your dream. Don't worry, those money you may loan may be just £2,000, £3,000, £4,000. To you it might be 6 million, 7 million. It's a big money to you, but for us it's not big money because people that are bringing the money, it's not my money, it's not Otaigbe's money, it's people's money. People like you that suffered, they went through the whole process, they saw the struggle, and they want to also help others. So they bring their money together and they give it to you. You also will not pay them back with interest. So that's how it works. So these people may just give £2,000. Imagine £2,000 is like their salary now. So somebody that work for over a year now, to give out £2,000 might not be too difficult. He will be able to bring £2,000 for you. It might be 4 million in your year because you are still in your country. But don't worry, very soon you still see that it's not that big because you will be spending in pounds. Now this one said, How can one reach EMGS for our induction invitation for goodwill messages? Okay, so we usually do this for upcoming professionals that are doing their induction. So as a way of we supporting them, I think we do offer gifts to the best graduating student and so on and so forth. If you want to participate, just write the induction committee need to send an official letter to either our head of marketing, our general manager, engineer Precious, or the head of our HRO team. So to get all this, if you belong to any of our platform, reach out to any customer care. They will be able to direct you to who to send the message to. This one said, visit again to interview. I mean, oh, okay, so you are coming strictly to come and participate in an interview. Reach out to the visa application team. They will be able to guide you on this. I wish you success ahead of your interview. You see what I say? You say don't go home on time. Imagine that application, you apply it before you wrote your OSCE, and then you were able to get that interview. You do not need to visit. You would just have done it while you were still in the UK. So this one say, what is the chance of passing OSCE without physical class? Because I don't have money for physical class. Yes, the chances are very it's 50-50 actually. Not that you will not pass, you will pass, but maybe one station may be an issue. Yes, it's true you don't have money for physical class. I think the physical class is like 220,000 naira, and the when you receive OSCE is 399 pounds, almost 400 pounds. So when you combine 400 pounds, convert it back to naira, that would be like almost 800,000 naira. So you are risking 300,000 naira and I guess 800,000 naira. Even our physical class in the UK here, the cost of physical assessment is way lesser than the cost of receipt. So weigh your options. So God forbid you happen to have a receipt. Will you not rewrite the receipt? So that's the thing. That's what we are just telling you. It's not as if we want to chop your money. It's something that will help you. And when you have a receipt, you will delay. It's the delay that is the biggest problem. You will delay your PIN. You will shorten your time of stay in the UK. Because instead of you to have PIN and to be applying for a job like boom, 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 we will not have PIN because you follow your advice of your colleague that told you physical assessment is not necessary. And that same colleague of yours, if they give him 3 lancet to use, and he saw lancet in his exam, the lancet was strange to him, he would have been confused. Physical assessment exposes you to everything so that nothing takes you by surprise. That's what we are telling you. Nothing should take you by surprise. No matter how good that person is that smashed it at first sitting, when they meet something that is strange to them, it can take you off balance. So that is it. Now let's leave that aside. This one say, what is the okay? He said, what if I pass OSCE examination, I came back home without getting a job offer, and I am planning to go back through visit and hoping to get a job this time around? What are the possibilities? You have money, oh. So if it's because you have money, that's why you are thinking like that now. You will come back again. You can come back, of course. You see now somebody else is coming back because she has gotten job now. She's coming to do the interview. So you can't, there's chances for you. This one say, can I start preparing for OSCE? The question I'm reading is on YouTube, but it's not Zoom, or please. If you write something on Zoom, I am streaming through the system, so I cannot read it. You have to say it out. So interrupt me. If you are coming from Zoom, just interrupt me and say, I have a question. This one say,
I have a question, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So regarding one of the questions that you read, if the person was in an unavoidable situation that they did not get job while they came to write their OSCE and they have left the UK for a while, can they return back on a visiting visa just to come and apply for jobs?
Yes, of course. Yes, you see, you have 6 months to stay in the UK when you come for visit visa. So if that 6 months has expired, you need, oh God, if that 6 months has expired, you need another application to come to the UK. So the fact that you have interview to attend is enough ground for them to grant you visa. You just need to prepare your account very well. And if you reach out to EMGS team, they'll be able to guide you on that. Not just EMGS team, the visa application arm of the company. they'll be able to help you on that. It's just a £10 consultation that will prevent denial. So please don't allow £10 to be the reason why you start having issue. Because you have interview, it's enough reason for you to get your this thing. You just need to attach everything that you have interview coming up very soon. I've seen a couple of our candidates come over. That's why we are holding this session now, so that you don't have to come over. If you do all these things I'm telling you now, the game will change. That's what differentiates our people that really our people that follow, and those that are just on group, they don't follow all these things we are saying. All right, if you have questions, stop me and ask, but I will keep reading what is on YouTube. This one say, what if I pass the OSC examination? Okay, I think I read that before. This one say, can I start preparing? Oh God, I'm not used to multi facility. Okay, I'm back. He said, can I start preparing for OSCE as the date of for my CBT is in November, but someone told me it's better to pass it because I forget about them. I need your no, first of all, prepare for your CBT. It's one step at a go. That's why I used to have problem with people. They will say, I want to join OSCE, I want to join CBT and join IR class at the same time. You have divided attention so that you're not going to be putting the answer for OSCE into your IELTS column. This one say, when can a fresh graduate get a pin? So as a fresh graduate, if you are talking for Nigeria, you have 2 years to serve your country before you can start thinking of jackpotting, unless you are able to navigate your way and get your license. So that's basically it on that. But while those 2 years are ongoing, start making preparation, start joining sessions like this. You are very lucky. Like, you are very, very lucky. People that are following sessions like this, they become lucky. Luck doesn't happen by accident. It is what you do personally that makes you lucky. So that's that. This one say, I am already in the UK, but the date for my CBT is in November. So congratulations to you. November is, if you know you are super sure that you can smash your CBT, then you don't need to worry. Why is this a battery is only low? Oh my God, just a minute. Have I not plugged this? Oh, it wasn't plugged. Just a minute. Oh, good. Battery is back. Thank God I saw that. I really apologize. I didn't plug my system, so it was saying battery is running low. This one is saying, but I am okay. I've answered that. This one is saying, I don't see for September and October. If you don't see the date for September and October, there are different OSCE centers. You may want to consider another, or wait. Some people will cancel as a result of visa denial. So you will still see available dates even when they've not shown yet. Can I join EMG physical class? Query, even when I didn't join their online class. Yes, you can. You can join EMG physical class even when you didn't join the online class, provided you have done your due diligence and you have practiced beforehand. We will be able to hold you by your hand. Don't worry, we'll be able to hold you by your hand. This one says, if someone has returned to whole country and got an offer, congratulations. Can they get loan from EMGS to return back? Yes, now. As long as you are getting offer, EMGS will give you loan. You know, say, sir, don't forget me. Oh. I will not forget you in Jesus' name. Okay, this one say, is 6 weeks enough to stay back and apply for jobs after OSCE? No, you will start applying for jobs even before you pass. We've already discussed this. I believe this video will be available for us to replay at your convenience. But the problem is many of you will not have the patience to replay it. That's why 2 persons will be praying to God. God will answer one, the other one will not get answered because of genuineness in seeking. So you have to be intentional. The other one says COS for the trust or job to support one in the UK, or is there more or less? This one is not clear. You have answered my question. Thanks. So I'll be able to answer many of your questions now. So thank you so much for giving me your time. And is there still question from the Zoom? Good. So in the absence of no questions, we are going to progress to the next phase now, which is going to be the phase for the demonstration for MSSU. Now, for if you are just looking at me, I'm in the physical assessment center, where we usually train some of our students, those who come for the UK session. Now, for the Nigeria session, it's much more demure than this. It's more spacious and everything. But across all the centers, we have everything available. Right in the UK, Wi-Fi, everything you need. You don't use your data. You can see at the back, everything is there. Fridge is there. There are washing machine. You don't use your hand to wash. You don't do anything. You always just to practice. You go upstairs, you come back, you practice night and day like witch. No sleep. If you don't want to sleep, it's up to you. So you literally will not have any excuse if you are using our accommodation for your OSCE. So we'll go back to MSSU now. Just give me a minute. I will be doing this with one of my colleagues, one of our staff, to be able to drive home our message. So I will be welcoming the person of Mr. Atta. So Mr. Atta, please, you can come in. So let's, yeah, of course you can come in. You are fine. I will be standing up now. I don't know those of you that are joining us through Zoom. So we are in more or less we are in our house. So we hope this session will be helpful to you. Mr. Atta here is one of us, and together we'll be able to impact a lot of students on their journey. So let me do this Zoom very well so that you can catch us. Okay, I think, yeah, you are seeing us now. So we'll be able to together impact a lot of students and giving them direction. They have their UK around here, and they have also been able to get their job sorted. So we've come to realize that there are so many stations that are giving people headache, and one of those stations is MSSU. So today we just want to not just display. In the course of the display, there might be one or two errors. So what I will do is I will try to tell you what you could have done better, or my problem now is we have exhausted time, or should we just focus on the tips? So which one? What should we do? Can you, if you are there on the session and you are practicing for OSCE, tell us what should we do? Should we just focus on the tips because we have really spent time on this session? Zoom followers, what should we do? If you don't talk, I will decide.
Let's do the practical.
Jesus, this one want to kill somebody. Okay, so if they say let's do, Mr. Atta, you okay?
Sure,
let's
sure.
do the practical.
Sure,
Okay, that's fine. So let me take a sip of water. So for MSSU, Mr. Atta will just you see, we didn't, it's not rocket science. I say we came prepared. So for MSSU, it will just give you a little bit of a breakdown on what to do and what not to do. And then afterwards, I will just summarize. Unfortunately, this session is very long. So what we aim to be doing going forward is every Sunday or every Monday, most likely every Sunday evening, we will be holding these sessions from time to time.
I can do it practical. Sorry for cutting you short. Since you said practical, we can go practical.
Okay, that's
then
fine.
you now go ahead and do the correction.
That's fine. So, your time start now.
Are you my patient, or I should assume this mannequin is my patient?
You can assume the mannequin as your patient, but I will be verbalizing for your patient.
All right.
So the name and date of birth might not necessarily tell you, so we'll just move along.
All right. So my time start now?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to go through my scenario. So I assess for scene safety. I can see that there is nothing to cause harm to me or my patient, and I'm happy to approach.
Okay.
I'm going to close the door and draw the curtains to provide privacy and dignity.
Okay.
And I'm going to perform hand hygiene following WHO standard, rubbing an ample amount of gel on my hand, rubbing palm to palm. Right palm over left dorsal and vice versa. Fingers interlaced, fingers interlocked and vice versa. Action rubbing of the thumb. Vice versa, fingertips in around my now, vice versa. Action rubbing of the wrist. Vice versa, allow my hands to enjoy for 10 seconds and my hands are clean. Hi.
Hello.
My name is Nurse Atta, and I'm one of the nurses in the medical ward. I'm asked to take a sample of urine and send for testing while I test. Is that fine?
Yeah.
So before I go ahead, I would like to know if I'm in the right patient. Can you tell me your full name and your date of birth while I cross-check with my documents and your wristband?
Yeah. My name is John David, 12 of 12, 1960.
Alright, I can see here with me John David, date of birth 12 of 9, 1960, and your hospital number is N11222. Alright, John, what would you like me to call you?
You can call me John.
John, alright, that's fine. Have you got any allergies, John?
No.
Alright, are you in any pain?
I've got a bit of pain.
Sorry, where is the location of the pain?
My abdomen.
Alright, so sorry about that. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being no pain, 10 being the highest, can you score it for me?
I would say a score of 2.
A score of 2.
Yeah.
So sorry, do you mind I reposition you?
That's fine.
Alright, can you do something breathing exercise?
Yeah.
Alright, not to worry. After the procedure, I'm going to go through a medication chart. If there's any prescribed analgesic, I'm going to administer. If there's none, I'm going to escalate to the medical team. Is that fine?
Oh, that's good.
Are you
Thank
happy
you.
for me to proceed?
Of course not.
Alright, thank you. So in the meantime, here's the call, but if you need anything, you let me know so I just get my equipment. Is that fine?
Oh, thank you, nice.
Alright then, thank you. So I'm going to perform hand hygiene again, following the WHO standard. So am I using a disposable or usable tray?
Disposable.
Disposable. Alright, I can see that my tray is clean and I'm happy to proceed.
Thank you, nice.
I've got here with me the foil bowl that I'm going to be giving the patient. It's clean and it's dry. I'm happy to use.
Thank you.
I have here with me the sample bottle. I'm going to label it with my patient's full details, forename, surname, hospital number, ward. I'm going to send it to the lab after the sample is collected.
Thank you.
I have here with me the strip. I can see that it's intact and it's in date. Expiring date is on the 1st, 31st, 2026, and I'm happy to use. Assessor, can you confirm this is stored according to manufacturer's guideline?
Yes.
In an airtight container?
Yes.
Alright, so I have here with me the gauze. I can see that it's clean and dry and I'm happy to use. So I'm going to be going back to my patient.
Thank you.
Alright, John, are you happy for us to proceed?
Yes.
I'm going to get my apron and gloves. Alright, so before I go ahead, John, I would like to know, are you on any antibiotics?
No, not at the moment.
Alright, that's fine. Sorry, Assessor, I'm to wear my apron before my gloves.
Okay. I hope you are following them because you will be the first to spot any challenges.
Alright, John, are you happy for us to proceed?
Yes.
So I'm going to be giving you the foil bowl, alright?
Okay.
I need you to go to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to extract your foreskin. You are going to perform hand hygiene before doing that.
Okay.
You retract your foreskin and wash your meatus from front to back. Is that fine?
Yeah.
I need you to urinate the first part and then hold it midstream.
Okay.
Then you place this foil bowl a few centimeters away from your urethra. And
Okay.
then you urinate until approximately half full, alright?
That's fine.
Then you read the rest. Is that fine?
That's fine.
Please, I don't want you to touch the inside in order for you not to contaminate the sample,
Oh,
alright?
thank you, Ness.
Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Your sample is ready.
Alright, my sample is ready. So I'm going to be transferring some of the sample to the specimen bottle. I'm going to label it appropriately and send it to the lab for further investigation.
Okay.
And I'm going to be testing the remaining urine from the foil bowl.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you. But before that, I'm going to turn this to where I'm going to be documenting. Alright, John, since the sample is back, here's the call back. I'm just going to go ahead and check your urine and get back the results. Tell you the results. Is that fine?
That's fine.
Alright, thank you. So I have here with me the time. Going to close this back. And then I'm going to be dipping for no longer than 1 second. Since it's here, I'm going to be opening this and I'm going to dip inside the urine. Assessor, I'll dip for no more than 1 second and my time starts now. I'll
Okay.
place on the paper towel to take excess urine out. And I'm going to start counting. I'm going to be waiting for 30 seconds to check glucose. And I'm going to be doing this at ILM. This 30 seconds and glucose is positive. Waiting for 40 seconds. 40 seconds, ketone is negative. I'll wait for additional 1 second. 5 seconds to check for specific gravity. 5 seconds and specific gravity is 1.005. I'm going to be waiting for extra 60 seconds. Ketone is negative, specific gravity is 1.005. Right, 60 seconds, I'm checking for blood. Blood is negative. I'm checking the pH. The pH is 5.0. I'm checking for protein. I can see that protein is negative. And I'm checking the nitrates. Nitrate is also negative. I'm going to wait for additional 60 seconds to check for leukocytes. So while waiting, I'm going to complete my documentation. Alright, it's 60 seconds, well, that makes it 120, and leukocyte is also negative. Alright, I'm going to discard this into the clinical waste bin. I'm going to remove my gloves and apron. And I'll discard inside the clinical waste bin. And I'll perform hand hygiene following WHO standard. I will be going back to John. Alright, John, are you happy for us to proceed?
Yeah, it will be clearer for you to follow through YouTube than Zoom because it's the system. So system is not that clear. So please try and follow through the YouTube link. Yeah, please.
Alright, thank you. So, like I said, I'm going to be sending the sample to the lab for further investigation. Is that fine?
Yeah.
As for a result, I've tested urine and I can see that our glucose is positive, alright?
Yeah.
This is indicative of our diabetes. However, this is not a definite diagnosis, alright?
Yeah.
It's not a tentative diagnosis. Sample is going to be sent.
Okay.
And when the result is out, it's going to be communicated back to you. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Alright, in the meantime, do you need anything?
Not really.
Alright, you are not on any antibiotics. I would have advised that you continue your antibiotics. Is that fine?
Okay.
I'm going to advise you to take some liters of water, 2 to 5 liters of water daily. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Alright, then thank you so much for your time. Do you have any question for me?
No, not
Are
really.
you comfortable?
Yes.
Alright, then thank you. So here's the call. If you need anything, let me know.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you. So assessor, I'm going to discard my equipment, use equipment, and for the sample bottle, I'm going to store it according to manufacturer's guideline. I'm going to be sending the sample for further investigation to the lab, and I'm going to dispose of my equipment. I'm going to end my station with hand hygiene, and I'm happy to end the station.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Atta. So, did you follow us? What did you notice? Observation. What has it done right? What has it not done right? Some persons in their mind, I say, I don't even know anything. So how will I know what he did right, what he didn't do right? He actually started this scenario at about, is it 2003 or thereabout, and it's 2011. He has already completed the scenario. So that's roughly like less than 10 minutes. Way less than 10 minutes. I think he finished in about 7 minutes or thereabout 6 minutes. So you have longer time than that. So you literally have time for this procedure. Now, the first mistake that he almost made was when he was wearing the glove and the apron. He was wearing the glove before the apron, but he rectified that because he was able to self-correct. Let me put it that way. He was able to self-correct. So sometimes if you make little mistake that you can self-correct, it's very, very important that you correct it. So let me do the zoom very well. So it's very, very important to self-correct it. So please follow on YouTube because it will be clearer for you to follow through YouTube. Now, another thing you must observe is when he was doing the testing proper with this sample bottle, one thing you must observe very well is this is not for only you. I've seen a lot of video where they will be checking MSSU, and then they will be using this to rub the body of the bottle. Like you are using urine to rub the body of the bottle. What another person will still go and test. It's not done like that. Either you choose to hold it like this after you dip, hold it like this and you look at it, then you hold and then you write, or you choose to drop and hold, depending on what works for you. So please take note of that. Sometimes this foil bottle that he used may be available at your center, sometimes it may not be available. If it's not available, you'll be testing directly from the specimen bottle. But however, if it's available, you will be dipping into this to do your test. So we always recommend for you, irrespective of what you see on the center, don't be confused, because some person now will see foil bottle bowl in exam day, they will be wondering what is this for. They will not know. So we don't want anything that will put you off balance and not go and cause issue. Now another thing we also observe is during the course of his documentation, he didn't just take the urine, the strip, and dip inside. He understood that the time start counting when you dip into the urine bottle. So what he had to do was to prepare everything down. He prepared his paperwork, he arranged to the very place where he will be charting, and then he now arranged his timer, he arranged his pencil, then he now opened this to dip if he's using this, or dip if he's using this. Then he dip, and then he cannot drop for less than 1 second, and then his time started counting. So he could easily just follow through and start documenting now. It's not after dipping you now start arranging your paperwork. You must arrange everything down first before you dip. And once you dip and your time starts counting, it's now your duty to be able to align properly. Now, one thing you must notice on this strip is when you come for physical assessment, we always let you know that special, please mute your mic. So you look at this thing very well. You see that glucose, ketone, and specific gravity, they are within similar time frame. So you make sure you focus on them first, and then you can now do the rest, which is blood pH, protein, and nitrate. We usually call it 3-4-1. 3-4-1. The first 3, you focus your eye on them first. The next 4, which are to be done together at the same time, and then the last one, which is leukocyte. Oftentimes, leukocyte will always be negative. It's very hard to make leukocyte positive. Very, very hard. But always follow what the result or outcome says. Now, when you are documenting, you don't need to be documenting everything at the same time. Like glucose is positive. Now, you just write glucose is positive. No. You can, if it's 1 plus, put the plus there. If it's negative, you can put neg. So by the time you finish, you cannot complete the documentation. And whatsoever you are verbalizing, the assessor is also having his own to cross-check and be sure. Because this was more like an impromptu. As an assessor, I did not follow through my own part. But we already have this thing handy, so we can easily be able to follow through. So that's basically it on that. So you can see MSSU is not as difficult as it seems. It may look now, when he just did it, you are super impressed. Say, oh, he did it so quick, he did it so quick. But you can do better. It's just a thing of practice. So when you also come over, you will be able to expose yourself to all these things. Now you can observe on the wall here, there is this what they call stuff for your apron and gloves. So many center may have it, some center may not. So if you do have it over, it will not be something that will be confusing to you. So if you are already a part of our Emgs Osce class, congratulations to you, because I know eventually you will smash it. But please remember, the journey is not complete until you come for physical assessment. Why? Because we don't want to hear that it was this that put me off balance. Some people, it's just common lancet. They will see a different lancet, different from the one they are used to. They will now begin to shake. So we don't want that to be your case. So that's basically it on that. We'll do a sort of a few Q&A now for OSCE. If you have any questions relating to OSCE, we'll try to quickly address it, and then we can be able to call it a day for today. I think we've really spent loads and loads of time in this session, Um, yes, we spent lots and lots of time in this session. If there's any question arising, let us know now. Let us quickly address it so that we can call it a day today. This one says, can I register a registered nurse in Nigeria get job as a mental health nurse in the UK without much experience in mental health? Yes. This one say, for this procedure, will the assessor not say all check has been done? So that one doesn't mean anything. The assessor is assessor's choice to say all checks have been done or all checks have not been done. But you see now, whether all checks have been done, all checks have not been done. Did he not finish with time? He even finished 7 minutes. He's done with the procedure. So why are you bothering with all checks have been done? You have done your due diligence enough. Checks have been done, checks have not been done. You will meet up. You will meet up with time. A busy man. We are not fast forwarding it. It was live. You see, he did it live. You are not fast forward. I was asking you to correct. You didn't see any correction to correct. You see, so that's basically it on that. But very nice question. I appreciate that. Now, will you give your glove hand to hold your pen? Oh, okay. Yeah, don't worry. You can use your glove hand to hold your pen. It's not what will fail you. You understand? You can use your glove hand to hold your pen. It's not what will fail you. Actually, you are dealing with the entire environment of the patient. In fact, if you want to choose to remove glove from one hand, it's up to you to document. In class, we say you can choose to remove glove from one hand, or you choose to use your glove hand to document. That's not what will fail you. So please don't worry about that. Now, I think that is it. If there are questions arising, ask your question and I will be able to clarify, and then we can call the session a day. I think we've really spent a whole lot of time in this session tonight.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you very much for the lecture. It's an eye-opener. Please, my eyes is expiring in October, and I'm just starting the process now. Is there any chance I will meet up?
It is September, August, September, October. Why you not start since now? If you were eventually going to do, you will have started since. You can still meet up. See, the only people that will determine whether you meet up or not is the visa application department, because they will. What will make you meet up or not meet up is your readiness to get visa approval. If you can get visa approval, then you don't have issue. So they have the final say, because they will review your accounts, they will prepare you, and they will tell you what you need to do. If you are able to do it, you have nothing to worry about. But you can just try to attend the Lagos Physical Assessment Center because of proximity, and get it all done right, because you don't have time to be saying receipts now. You don't want everything to be done straight ahead all at once. All right, and make sure you take all your documents for your ID check on the day of your exam. We don't want to hear that you didn't do ID check. Otherwise, if you have not done your ID check, whether you've written your exam or not, it's assumed as if you have not done anything, because you will not get your PIN. We pray that will not be the case. Is that okay?
Yes, please. I also have a question.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Where are you speaking from? I like your accent.
Hello.
Yeah. Where are you speaking? Where are you speaking from? I like your accent.
I'm actually speaking from the UK, but I'm doing this inquiry for my sister, who is very keen in joining me here.
Okay.
So I haven't had the clear knowledge about that, and I just wanted some clarification about that. Thank you.
Oh, is it for the self-sponsorship now?
Yes, the self-sponsorship, please.
Okay. Yeah. It's not really. It's not. Where is your sister coming from?
So my sister, we are Ghanaians. My sister is still back in Ghana.
Oh,
So
okay.
my main worry is that she is a diploma nurse.
Yeah.
So now that there are some changes that you say that you must have a degree level of nursing before you cross over.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, is she qualified to come?
Yeah, she is. She's over qualified. So you see that degree level they are speaking about, it's not for nurses. So they said everybody that have ROQF level 6 are those that will be able to come to the UK and come with their dependents. Now your sister is a diploma nurse, and diploma nurse is RON. RON is equivalent to ROQF level 6 according to NHS agenda for change. So it cannot affect your sister. So what she can do is let her to do a consultation with our self-sponsorship department so that they can guide them how to build accounts. God bless you, you were able to join this session. So
please, can I ask my last question?
go ahead.
I think I'm the one going to be the main sponsor for her.
Okay.
So is it possible if myself and her can be very engaged in that process?
Can be what?
Can be engaged in the process, just like you said.
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. Yes, both of you will even
book the consultation on her behalf so that we
yes, absolutely, absolutely, you can.
Okay, and then my last question, please. I'm so sorry. I'm very happy I got introduction to you. So sorry.
No,
the last one is that she's written IELTS twice and she's always tagged at 6.5.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, is it possible for her to use that 6.5 to apply for a visitor visa and then come over here? Maybe to write OET.
So when you are doing your visa application, you don't need IELTS at any journey. So she can decide to apply, she will get approval, provided she is able to build her account right. And then if she wants to write OET, she can go ahead for that. But if she so chooses, maybe she want to give IELTS a chance again. I can beat my chest that EMGS IELTS classes is classic. We even have a one-to-one session where people can be able to focus on you based on your personal need, based on the area of weakness. All right?
Okay. Thank you so much. Please, where do I book the consultation session?
Okay. Where are you joining us from? From Zoom, right?
I joined from Zoom, but I picked the link from the Telegram group. Oh,
good. So if you picked it from the Telegram group, just look out for whoever posted it. Whoever posted it might be linked to EMGS directly or indirectly. So
yeah, you know, you got
is it the group with over 11,000 members?
Yes.
Oh, so you have nothing to worry about. So that's our platform. So any of the customer care will be there to be able to assist in that. So what we will do is after this session has ended, we will try to send a link to EMGS customer numbers. All right?
Okay. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
It's an honor speaking with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's an honor as well.
All right, yes. All right. Any other question? Oh my God, this one is bringing the spirits down. Mr. Ladi, you are bringing the spirit down for us.
Jesus, you can.
There are Muslims in the space. Oh. Any other question? I think I've done justice. And thank you so much for giving us your time in today's session. We sincerely appreciate you for your attention. And we do hope that you will take out your time to watch this whole session over again and take action related to everything we discussed today. It's not that there are no jobs in the UK, it's just that you might not be doing it the right way. It's not compulsory that everybody must be in one particular location. Look at where the space is and then target it, and then you will get your job. We've been getting jobs like only God knows. We'll be getting interview, and people have been succeeding. It's not rocket science. So we're giving you some of those secrets now. If the session was helpful to you, give the channel a like. This is not EMGS official channel, but this is only for OSCE. For those of you that may be in need of OSCE preparation and support, so that you'll be able to watch some of our videos. We'll keep uploading more videos to be able to help you. Sincere appreciation go to every of our team members that make this session a possibility. You might only be seeing my face. There are a lot of person working on the background to make this session a success. And one of the person that just shown face is the person of Mr. Atta. Sincere appreciation to Mr. Atta for your tremendous resilience towards seeing EMGS community triumphing and succeeding. We have a couple of students with us, and some of them were part of us from the very start of this session. We are not going to show them your face, show their face now. When they pass it, they will share us beautiful testimony. We keep expanding and moving forward. So please, I appeal to you. Yes, it's harder to get job now compared to before. People are still getting job. Look, weigh your pros and cons before making decision. Before you say this, you heard about Australia, you heard about this UK. If you are moving from Ghana, from Nigeria to Australia, it's likely going to take you longer time, unless you are using PRO for Canada. That also has its own complex process. But you can be doing all of them together if you have the chance to. Now, if you ask me, is relocation worth it? Yes, it is. At the moment, it still is. But if your parents are already ready and well to do, you don't need to. But I also know that most of those parents that are well to do, they sponsor their children abroad to go and study. That alone is something for you to take home. Thank you so much for giving us your time, and we really sincerely appreciate you for everything. Will you use your group? Okay, I answered that. Must you follow the time while reading the result, or you can verbalize? You verbalize it, but try to keep an eye on the time. Obviously, when you are doing the one that is 60, there will always be the time will have exceeded entering the one for leukocyte, so that will not cause a fail. So that's it. Thank you, everybody. We'll call the space a close now. However you find your way to join this session, whoever, reach out to that person. That person can be able to link you to any of the engineers platform. Wonderful being with you today. We'll end the session now. How would I end the session now? Village, I don't know, modern facility. We have ended it too. Good. YouTube, can we end YouTube?